The Canyon is about a newly married couple that go into the Grand Canyon with a guide.
I got the mules, I got the gear, I got the know-how, and I got the huevos. And I'm hereby offering my expert services.
We filmed in the Grand Canyon with freezing cold Mount Everest winds. We filmed in Arizona. We filmed in all sorts of places.
To be outside in nature for a month and a half was going to be an amazing thing. And it turned out that my acting partners were all good at what they do, and it was great fun to work with them. Dealing with Yvonne, I was able to establish a real rapport with her and a relationship with her in a substantial way where we became friends, and we were able to establish a connection between the two of us, which was, to me, very important to achieve, and we did.
Working out scenes with Ian was really great. We talked a lot about our characters and the background story and where we were coming from and, you know, as a relationship, what had happened between us. And then all that groundwork carried us through to the next part of the movie.
I like Yvonne. Yvonne and I had to learn how to speak Hopi, and we've sort of developed a whole other story inside of the story, which has been fun.
I had a really good moment with Will. We had a good connection in the spiritual sense. I think he's got a really nice vibe like that, you know? There's no pressure, and things can just be allowed to happen. Filming the wolf attacks was difficult. We couldn't be close with them, and we had to shoot the stuff where the wolf was actually on me or very close to me. It wasn't me, it was the stunt double, because the wolves are used to the stunt double because she's the trainer. She had to coordinate with me, she had to coordinate with the wolves had to coordinate with the wolf trainer, and then, you know, all the production, you know, everyone, the director and special effects, you know, we all had to try and piece this whole thing together. I didn't realize it was going to be so complex to shoot. They were quite delicate, and I was quite surprised at how timid they were, actually, because when they're not used to certain people, then they freak out, and you can't have the big knife and be yelling at a wolf and be slashing at it with the wolf there, so it's quite difficult to shoot.
And action camera, action.
Hello! Start to go wrong and then gradually get worse. Laurie is the one that has to take the reins and start making decisions on behalf of the two of them, which is not something that was happening beforehand. That was Nick's job, and so it's like this switch that happens.
Once we're in the position of my ego being slowly chipped away and stripped away, what is revealed to me is the feminine spirit that is my wife, this amazing creature, this woman that I've married and fallen in love with. I get to remember why in the first place I ever did love this woman, and I see her unbelievable female spirit.
Working 6 days a week with the type of work that we were doing was really intense, especially with the tight schedule. It was very full on. But I like a little bit of pressure. You know, some people work best under pressure. I think I'm one of those people. We had to do a lot of, you know, running scenes, I guess, and you know, we're hot, we're dehydrated, we're sweaty, and before those scenes, I would run, get exhausted, run, just do push-ups, run around the canyon, jump up and down rocks, and yeah. I think I got fit doing this movie. The litter pulling scene was really physically brutal. I had to pull Ian on these two wooden logs with shredded jeans wound through them, and Ian was lying in it, and I had to pull this thing through the sand. So not only was the wood heavy, Ian is a heavy bastard, and dragging Ian and the wood through the sand, that was massive. We shot bits where I was pulling him for 30 feet. I don't know how I did that. You really have to dig deep to get a lot of the emotion, which is very intense, and the situation is very intense. It becomes a story of survival.
What I tried to bring is this idea of love each day and let someone you love know you love them each and every single day, and do not take it for granted because it can be taken away. And eventually, for every single one of us, it is taken away. And sometimes it's taken away a lot sooner than you'd think.